Hi, this is Katrina. I decided to come into the Resistance studio. Um, and I came in here to, do a few things. And I saw someone had responded to the video I made on Billy Orell's channel about the bomb known as Scar in the Woods. And this commenter seemed to feel as if I could have made my message without the bullying tactics and the name calling and the disrespect and the shaming of a person because they are in poverty and shaming of the fatherless behavior and all of these things such as that. Um, and this commenter seems to think that I was minimizing any person that made side with Scar in the Woods. Well, first of all, let me say I take issue with the fact that you are feeling slighted, that I disrespected this piece of trash, because that's exactly what Scar is a piece of trash. And I really feel that the only reason why you are taking issue with what I said is because Scar is black, and you probably are black. And so you feel that I am dissing a black brother, because I wonder if Scar had been white, would you still have left the same message? Because many times in the history of the New World Order resistance team, I have made the same comments about people who are white, and I never heard anyone, I never read of anyone saying, you shouldn't say that. That is so disrespectful. But saying it about Scar is now disrespectful. I will say it again. Scar is a piece of shit. Scar in the Woods is a bum. He is someone who is an example of a lazy person who doesn't want to work. He doesn't take care of his kid. He doesn't do anything except make YouTube videos where he is lying and scheming to get money. That to me is disgusting. All of us out here, we have to get up off our asses and go to work every day. And he wants us to take the money that we earn from getting up off our asses and going to work and give it to him. And then when we don't give it to him, he's the one that does the bullying tactics. He's the one that does all the name calling and calls people haters because they do not open up their wallets and give to him. Because in his mind, he feels that we are obligated to give him money so he can sit on his black ass and do nothing. So yes, I am going to disrespect them every chance I can get. Because again, if this was a white person, would you still be taking that stance? I bet you $500 million you wouldn't. But because it's a brother, I should go easy on him? No, I'm not. No, the hell I'm not. He's the equivalent of all of these Sharkeishas and Nakazimas who have 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 kids who wants to stay on food stamps and are getting mad because their food stamps are going to be taken away next month. He's the equivalent of those women. That's what he's the equivalent of. Should I take it easy on them as well? Because of the fact that they feel obligated to get food stamps to take care of their 10 kids because they want to sit at home on their lazy asses and not get a job and collect the welfare check. Should I take it easy on them too? No, I'm not going to do that. I don't know if you're used to hearing people coddle people like Scar, but I'm not the one to do that. As a matter of fact, I believe it was, if it wasn't, it was the day before yesterday. Um, Scar's baby mama told him that no, you cannot come see your son. And the things he said in that live video was disgusting. Disgusting. I mean, things that I wouldn't even say to a dog. And then he put it out there that someone should go and beat his baby mama's ass. But how disrespectful was that to the woman who birthed his son? And then after doing that, the rest of his life was filled with all types of motherfuckers, sort of a bitch. Yeah, I ride up on your ass, all of that. Now, you want me to show some piece of shit like that respect? No. He gets no respect from it. Not none. Not any whatsoever. Scar is not doing anything to help himself in the educational field, in the career field. I can see if he was someone who was trying to find work and couldn't find it. But he has said, I don't want to work. He has said this multiple times. I don't want to work. I'm not working no damn job. No, because what he wants is to get money from hardworking Americans. Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. And I'm not going to give him a pass just because he's black. No, I'm not doing that. Because then that would make me a racist. Because I'm not giving white people who are doing that a pass, but I'm going to give a black person a pass because he's black. No, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing a race game. No. Scar in the Woods is a deadbeat father. He's a nothing. And you know what? If there was a situation where Scar in the Woods were to appear on the Judge Mathis show, if that show was still on, Scar in the Woods versus the mother of his son. Oh, Judge Mathis would chew him out too. You know, you ain't nothing but a deadbeat scumbag. You got a son. You not trying to find a job. You living in a van or a truck in the woods. Man, you low down and dirty. I guess Judge Mathis would be wrong too, right? Judge Mathis would disrespect him all day long. No, I have no respect for people like Scar in the Woods. None whatsoever. And the fact that you don't understand that, it baffles me. But then it doesn't baffle me because anyone defending Scar makes me think that they're probably just like Scar. And you're saying that I am minimizing any person that may side with him. Who would side with Scar in the Woods? This man who is a felon, a felon. And even in his live video the day before yesterday, another car with apparently there was a man driving the car pulled up beside his truck. And I guess the man must have glanced over at him, and Scar said, if you don't get your eyes off me, man, I'll get out the car and I'll beat your ass. Just because the black, well, I don't know if it's a black guy, but just because the guy looked at him. All of that type of behavior, that's the type of person that you don't want me to show disrespect to? Are you serious? He represents the worst of black people. As a matter of fact, he is the stereotype that white racist people use. He's living up that stereotype every single day. No, I have no respect for that bum. None. And that live video made no sense. So you can try to feel sorry for Scar if you want to, but I'm not. Just like I don't feel sorry for these Tyreekas and Danishas who, I got 10 kids, I got 6 kids, and no, not going to take me off the welfare. No, I don't feel sorry for them either. You knew better before you laid down and opened up your legs. You laid down, you had all these kids, and now your food stamps are getting taken away, and now you want to play the victim. Bitch, stop having kids. Stop playing the victim. The same thing with Scar. He's playing the victim card. And he talks about God. Oh, God, God, God. Well, I wonder where God was in the video, the live stream video he made the day before yesterday, where he was, motherfuck this soul, bitch, I'll beat your ass. But that doesn't sound like God to me. There is no emotional investment in this video, as you claim. But yes, when people take advantage of the system, the American system, damn right I'm going to call them out on it. Because if this were a white person, oh, everybody would be calling them out on it. Oh, you know, damn well, you see that's how them damn crackers are, you know, they got that they gave, but the colonizers, you all would be calling them out on that. But because he's black, he should get a pass. Not from me. Nope. Call me Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk. Call me whatever the hell you want. No, I'm not doing it. Nope, 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 nope. Not doing it. Go and find Obama and have him to give Scar of the Woods a pass because that coming from here. Then you go on and you say, my hope is if you're a person in a support group, I trust your work helps people. Yeah, I do help people who help themselves. I'm not going to help people who have decided, well, I don't want the help because of the fact they don't want to work. They just want to get a hand up. No, I'm not helping those people. No, I am not. And the team does the same thing. We go out and help people who want to help themselves. But if you have people who, nah, I ain't trying to work, fuck that shit. Well, then when let's help you get into entrepreneurship. Nah, I don't want that shit either. No, I'm not helping these people. No, you do it. Sir or madam, you do it. You go ahead. I'm pretty sure you can find out where Scar in the Woods is. Why don't you give him about $500 or $600? Because it's not coming from me. I'm not spending my hard working money. The money where I have to go to work 9 to 5, sometimes later than 5, and give it to this little free voting ass punk ass boy. No, I'm not doing it. No, you do it. You do it, sweetheart. You, you're going to say you seem to have the intellectual ability to express your vile opinion, validate reasonable skepticism without flawed results. Yet I hear pain and anger. It's no pain and anger from me, not from this little punk ass boy here. Why is there pain and anger? Because I'm calling him out? You know, that's the first thing that a lot of people may go to. When you call, you know, number one, black people don't like to be called out on their own shit. That's number one right there. You sit up there and you announce the flaws of black people, and to black people, you're being racist. And so you're using the thing of there's pain and anger in my voice because I'm calling out this bum. No, there's no pain from what? No, I'm not angry when I talk about Scar in the Woods, but I do have to call him out, and I want to call him out with fierce passion in my voice. Scar is a bum. He is the worst of the American country that is. He is the worst of society. For as long as he continues this behavior, he is the worst of society. He's not an American. He is a bum because Americans get up, Americans, black and white, they get up off their asses and they work to earn their meals. They don't just decide to, well, I'm going to live off of everybody else. I'm going to beg people for money, and they don't give me money. I'm going to get angry and I'm going to get on welfare section 10. And I'm going to say I'm crazy so I can get disability benefits. They don't do shit like that. The only people that do that are bums. The people who do that when they don't have to do that. Now, I understand you have some people who are on these systems because they have to be. That is different from people who are on these systems because, hey, it's free this, free that. So I just sit back and just collect it. No, those people are bums, and that's what Scar is. He's a bum. I bet you $5 he probably, well, not now, but I bet you he was on food stamps. I bet you he was getting it all free because this lazy bum did not want to get up off his ass and go to work. No, I will never show respect to someone like that. And if you don't understand that, it's probably because you're the same way. See, peas in a pod. Because again, I say, if Scar was white, would you still have a problem with it? Because many times in the history of our team being on social media, I have made the same comment about white people who have been the same way. And I have never seen a comment from you or anyone else saying, oh, you shouldn't say that, Katrina. No, but this was not the first time I have had people call me out for making comments that are shaming black people who are doing the same thing that white people are doing. That is wrong. No, if you are black and you're doing wrong, I'm going to call you out. I don't care if you're black or not. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And no, I am not going to sit up there and say, well, you know, Scar, I'm going to pray for you, brother. Or I'm gonna look, here's my number. I'm gonna mentor you to help you get back on your feet and help you find a job. Newsflash, sir or madam, he doesn't want a job. He doesn't want mentorship because many times I and the rest of the team, we have tried to scar, look, contact us. How can we help you get a job? How can we help you get housing? He doesn't want it. What he wants to do is to be on you to lie and scam so hardworking Americans can give him money. No, 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 no. And if anyone sides with this man, you're an idiot. If anyone decides to give their hard-working money to this man, you're an idiot. There's no negativity here. And so when I see bums, I'm going to call out bums. So what do? It's that negativity is exposing bums, exposing crooked people. That's what the New World Order resistance, the resistance team is all about. See, it's not just the powers that be that are crooked. It's everyday people who are doing the works of the powers that be. What SCAR is doing is the work of the powers that be. Scamming people, lying to people, getting people's money. And when people give him money, they don't have the money to take care of themselves. Then what happens? They end up relying on the powers that be crooked government. No, I'm going to expose that so people can stop donating to this man. Save your money. I don't care if it's $5, $10, $20, $50. Don't give him nothing. We are in an economy where next month all hell's about to break loose. You can't afford to give this punk any money. You better be saving up your money for next month. This is what I'm telling people of. And if that is a problem for you, please unsubscribe. I remember one time Judge Mathis said he would get letters from people saying, why are you always calling people crackheads? That's harsh. You gotta stop being so harsh to these people. And so Judge Mathis said, yeah, when they come in here and they say how they have been on crack and this drug and that drug, yeah, I'm going to call them crackheads because it's called tough love. I'm going to shame them. And maybe that shame will cause them to do a turnaround and change their life. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing tough love. I'm not going to be all scar, baby. Man, you know what you're doing is wrong. No, why don't you help? No, I'm not doing it. That doesn't bring about change. Sometimes people need to hear the tough love, the name calling, the harsh words, for them to feel so guilty, so ashamed that they say, damn it. I'm tired of people saying this about me. To stop this, I'm going to change my life. But you wouldn't understand that, though, would you? No, of course you wouldn't understand that because in your mind, all I'm doing is I'm being mean to a black brother, and I should be nice to a black brother. I am not going to go light on a bum, a un-American scumbag like Scar and the Woods. I'm not going to do it. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Not unless he changes his ways. He is a terrible, pathetic excuse of a man. He is a terrible, pathetic excuse for a father. And then, oh, that's right. He also said in his live the day before yesterday how he's looking for a woman, a wife. What woman is going to want him when he refuses to work? All he does is sits in that truck and curses and lies and scams and begs for money. What woman is gonna? Oh, that's right. He's looking for a woman to take care of him, and this is who you think I should show respect to. That speaks volumes about you, and frankly, it makes me disgusted with you. That you would want me to show respect to someone who doesn't even respect the black woman, because the black woman is a goddess. Then you want to even go deeper than that. The black woman is the head. It's not the man, it's the woman that's the head, because the woman is the one who made the universe. And this Scar doesn't even respect the woman, the mother, the head. No, you'll never get any respect from me. Maybe you can show respect, but it's not coming from me. So if you don't understand that, respectfully, sir or madam, you can kick rocks, because my stance will not change. Now, with that being said, I made the video on Scar. No, I am not making any other videos on Scar. I said what I said, and now that chapter is done. Anyone who is idiotic enough to give money to him, when you become broke and you can't afford this bill, that bill, the mortgage, the rent, it's your fault, because you ignorantly gave to a bum who didn't deserve your money, didn't need your money, but you gave it to them anyway. And now you're broke. Good, you should be. Because you were told not to, from the videos Billy RL has made, the videos that I have made, but you decided not to heed the warning and give anyway. Tough titties. This is what I have to say. I am Latrina. This is the Resistance Team. Thank you.